a federal employee, is testifying at the Senate subcommittee looking into America's hijacked life planes. And he tells the senators that yes, 1,000 hours of Nixon tapes, and here are the cowardly Hussein. Hijacking of America's lifelines, perhaps we got attacked by a whole lot of cowardly Husseins. 100,000. Oh, you'll have to get the numbers from the federal folks and all of that. Good Americans making that video of their hijacked call to me. 424-229-4140. So Harry has a big file on his desk, and whenever somebody asks, he says, here, reaches into the drawer, gets a couple of paper clips and some tape. You got tabletop art, desktop art. He reaches into the desk and gives them a file, laminate to last longer, and tells them, you make a video of America's hijacked lifelines. You call up every reporter, network news anchor there is. You try to call Melton in front of them. And yes, Father Harry prints out some new files quite often to protect that flock of his. You should too. So a senator who was on the wrong side of that fiasco, that was the looking into of Trump's placement by the Russians, and he's on the wrong side of it now because Trump's had the general make sure that all of those senators or whoever else was involved in that, yes, on the other side of that, he makes sure that when they try to call up those constituents to get support for the next term, they get that phone ringing, error message, busy signal. Yeah, I'm working on Trump's phone gate, but they're harassing. Here at T-Terrace, the Muslim Solari Enterprises is. See a helicopter? 911, Flight 93, check-in post in 5. Now one Flight 93 check call in over a decade of asking. Get that chant going at Catholic Governor Newsom's photo ops, Jewish Mayor Garcetti, and Presbyterian President Donald Trump. Get that chant going. Recall, because we can't call. Not one Flight 93 check call in over a decade of asking. Presbyterians up there on the left. And ask when else will my phone not be allowed to work. Bond is before the Senate subcommittee. She's married to Cheryl Bond, and they are asking, he's with LADWP, altered my phone payment. Yeah, that's my wheelchair there. His brother is the gay husband of my personal knife in the back sister, and they are asking, the senators are, what do you know? Why is your Iranian brothers and sisters on American soil with Solari Enterprises why are they being terrorists to a man in a wheelchair? Why are you? What do you know about America's hijacked lifelines? And Cowardly Hussein's doing this in the audience, so move on. Cheryl Bond as well will be taking the fifth. Get the truth out of them for that Senate subcommittee and save the video for the Senate subcommittee. Try to call me in front of them. Governor Newsom of California is at a photo op, and they ask him, why aren't you doing your job protecting a Christian in a wheelchair? Why are you doing the exact opposite of your job with those cowardly Hussein placers? When else will my family's life will not be allowed to work, Governor, because of what you're doing? And the last question is, how much are the kickbacks you're getting from the dangerous Muslims of Solari Enterprise, Iranian Muslims? And he fidgets around, looks a little sheepish, and he says, well, I don't know. I'm just waiting for the whole thing to blow over to get that, maybe they'll just up and kill him, those Mormons and those Muslims there. And that's when they get that, he gets impeached. Impeached because you can't read. Impeached because you can't read. Muslim, Mormon, Catholic, whatever he's supposed to be, he's not doing the Christian thing. He's not doing his job either. But one of the Eliases of Elias Properties in Monroe and West Monroe, Louisiana, and who knows where else, is taking some groceries to the car from the supermarket. And Agnes walks up and she says, what do you know about me not reaching John Milton Brady Milton? Not one Flight 93 taking over a decade of asking. And whatever she says, or he says, it's what follows. They say, why did you pick this time to ask me about that? And Agnes says, well, the dangerous Muslims you're in bed with, also Solari Enterprise, an apartment complex in California, they laid in wait with their Muslims for a man in a wheelchair. So yeah, we want to know what else you're a part of here in Louisiana and California. Get the reaction post. Mental note kind of video. I just got a Gmail email from Walmart about the phone I purchased for audio making, saying it had been returned. I made the screenshots of it, and it's bizarre as anything, and it goes hand in hand with the chemical warfare being waged in the Eagle Rock against me. Those Iranians of Solari Enterprises and a distinct military grade kind of stuff. So ask those generals you know are a part of America's hijacked lifelines while they're conducting military grade warfare on American soil. Post as you try to call me and your family's lifelines being hijacked. Get them angry. Ask them, were you this uninformed when they attacked us with those cowardly Husseins? 9/11 and was placing that cowardly Hussein in the White House. Were you that Were you that disinformed? I'm a handsome ball guy. I had trouble doing two things at once. Good news is Gold's here to help me, but I still want to know why generals are being obvious as shit and crazy as shit with their Chinese handlers. Make that video. My fun fiction always ends with your time, date, my number dialed. Call me up in front of the generals, get them yelling and screaming and ask them, were you this disinformed, general? What else are you disinformed about? Post. Admirals in particular, I've seen the Navy with the trader bonds. Those admirals connected to that. The Sandra Image, Guardian Angel, Flower Grower, and yes, Cloud Designer as well, and some saints, kind of extra. I printed them out separate from the months so that yeah, I could have some in a morning. Videos, photo videos, without getting the whole month or having to come up with a nice talky parable. You can find the Saints, saints-imagery.blogspot.com. Download them, print them out, and here's why you gotta have the border on it. You see how smaller up here it is than it is down here? It can go down into the photo, even with the 4x6 frame there. But that's why. Also on it, yes, either side. Come see me. Let me design some imagery around you. Yeah, you got to see me in person. The devil steals your calls. Make a video of that right now. 424-229-4140. And come see the Son of a Carpenter and Mary in person in the Eagle Rock neighborhood in northern Los Angeles. You see someone besides me, these clouds, these flowers, and gold. In my imagery, someone started to tear down that great wall of Chinese evil. Be that somebody. Here's Siren. 911, Flight 93, check and post 5. You're trying to call me Melton, not one Flight 93 check call in over a decade of asking. Hit phone gate on video. You got the time on your phone. You got my number dialed, 424-229-4140. You got religious censorship on the part of Randall Stevens. Bought Spectrum next door to her as a Christian in a wheelchair. You got PhoneGate. Yes, also placing cowardly Husseins in our White House. Whatever one thing you get when you don't get me, phone ring and error message, busy signal. When you're calling up countless voters to tell them who they should vote for, and you're getting that boring thing, yes, that's AT&T's Randall Stevenson placing. I am Melton. Son of a carpenter and Mary. Dad a carpenter, worked on skyscrapers. Mom Marianne. I'm the son of a carpenter and Mary. I get to tell parables. I'm doing a little genetic carpentry. It used to be all dark brown. Slowly but surely changing to blue. Try to call me 424-229-4140. See if the devil steal your call. Make a video of that. You don't know when else your phone won't be allowed to work, and some folks are hijacking your lifeline and then altering phone records to cover that up. Get it on video. And come see me in person, 4260 Eagle Rock Boulevard, apartment 409, Los Angeles, California, 90065. Have wit, will travel. Deborah and Lily are nurses. They're also roommates, apartment housemates, whatever you want to call it. And this federal guy has stopped by their house very surreptitiously so as not to draw attention. He has found they have a wealth of video and audio about a particular doctor he's looking into researching for that Senate subcommittee kind of thing. And he asked both of them, how'd you come to start making those audios? Where would they kind of stuff? And they said, oh, they're always, the doctors where they work are always passing the blame to them, and they're worried that sooner or later they're going to pass it on something that extends beyond the office, you know, like the Senate subcommittee kind of stuff. So they made those audios, videos of those involved in America's hijacked lifelines, perhaps. Some nice sunset light and shadows. making their way through the cathedral domes, windows. Lighting up some saints' imagery. One September day in the future, when you tear down that great wall of evil around me, and we get started building Jesus' immaculate house, those 1,000 points of light. Hear that siren? 911, Flight 93, check and post in 5. Not one Flight 93 check call in over a decade of asking. A whole lot of folks selling their souls to be an active part in America's hijacked lifelines. Call them on that. Then try to call me. 424-229-4140. And you can print out the big fives. Cover that up. From vote-truth.blogspot.com, follow the links. And yeah, I have to get these into the next phone gate, but I need to make sure it's available to print out like that. 4x6 is print me out when you print out your next set of family photos. And you got a lot of stuff that look good as a 8x10, but you got to size that up yourself. Now do that. And oh yeah, have that 5 on your desk, and someone asks about it, make sure you got plenty of those 5s in a nice drawer. 4x6, they're easy to hand out. And tell them, make that video of America's hijacked lifeline and post. Be the reporter. Call up your senator. Try to call me and ask them when else will your phone not be allowed to work. Why aren't they looking into that? It's a threat to our security as families and as a nation. No, not one Flight 93 check call in over a decade. So get it on video. Show the reporters and the senators how to do their job. Oh yeah, some Saints imagery right here, saints-imagery.blogspot.com. Print them out for those who would enjoy the Saints. A couple paper clips in. You've got some tabletop art. Regional manager of Solari Enterprises is testifying before the Senate subcommittee. Lots of documentaries of her and Enrique Vergara are lying to a lot of folks about their hijacked lifelines. And the senator asked, does your Muslim company harassing a Christian in a wheelchair and many other harassment projects, do you have any ties to ISIS, the Taliban, or Saudi Arabia's other organizations perhaps? And Teresa refuses to answer on the grounds that the cowardly Hussein is holding up his hand in the audience there to tell her to take the fifth. Harbinger Mormon cult, altering that video yet again. Oh, not the video, the We're in Video image. It started out as a saint, and after I was asked weight design, they butchered on site. Not with anything that goes through the internet, but with computer not connected to the internet. And what's this here? They were polite. They closed my door for me. That I always have open. Yes, I went to did a video of Mother Teresa, Calcutta there. Find at saints-imagery.blogspot.com as a 4x6. And yeah, this is what they don't like. But check it out, post and repost my videos and my imagery. A mail truck and some nice shadows. Bus. Recall because we can't call. Not one Flight 93 check call in over a decade of asking. No certified mail, no non-certified mail, no FedEx, no UPS. You're gonna send me something. Make a video of it first, and yes, know how to use that GPS stuff. Locate America's stolen mail warehouses. I intend to put Mayor Garcetti and Governor Newsom and AT&T Trust Bus, because you can't call me, and also YouTube. Suppressing Truth for over a decade now. But yeah, that stolen mail kind of leans towards the federal department, doesn't it? And folks doing that impeach kind of stuff. We are at the Senate subcommittee meeting, and a prominent politician is in the stand there in the hot seat, and the senator has played a recording, and he says, "Who's that you're talking to?" And he says, "Oh, that's Father Olfactory. He wore a wire on me." And the senator says, "Oh, no, not him. But 4 of the folks in the crowd right next to him got it on phone audio. Save it for the Senate subcommittee, as well as your hijack call to me. Bring me up at church tomorrow." Helicopter in a Louisiana sky. 9/11 Flight 93 checking post in 5. Yes, I'm kind of trying to redo it all together. After just playing as plain crazy as anything can get. Took the space out right in front of me. Had to go and fix that. Put St. Wilfrida, turned it on as far as visible. As I'm trying to do the 5s, and then it's not there, then it's there as I'm doing that. Then yesterday, put I can't see where it put. Oh, I put it up here. That's the problem. Trying to. I guess I can have a little space up here, but right there. Rest cords, Teuton. It's bizarre as hell what those are worried about impeachment and recall, and I hear police chiefs can be called as well. Make that video. You trying to call me? Ask Governor Newsom, Mayor Garcetti, President Trump. Why can't I reach this man? Why he's been asking for a 9/11 Flight 93 check for over a decade? General, what are you doing about that? Have you talked to the man? Because we see documentaries of lots of folks who look military providing disinformation, General. And then when the general gets good and mad, yelling and screaming because he's a spoiled prima donna. At least that's what I hear from the West Point crowd. You ask him, was this how angry you were when we got attacked by a whole lot of cowardly Husseins with 9/11 and got one placed in our White House? Libertarian Donald John Trump, president, is having folks chant here and there at his photo ops, recall because we can't call. And they ask him, why are you an active part and harassing a Christian in a wheelchair, the old my wheelchair, who's been asking America to check their lifelines. Oh, outside America too. Why are you active in harassing him by not doing your job? There are lots of regulatory agencies with Solari Enterprises who could force them to do their job with the folks who've been harassing him underneath in the Muslim and Mormon cults for over a decade. Well, for 2.5 years. And he said, well, I'm hoping someone will just up and kill him, so I want to hear about that at the photo ops. Oh, look. Handsome bald guy. Sharp wheelchair. Make that video if you hijack call to me right now. 424-229-4140. Every time you hear that siren, 911, Flight 93, checking posting 5. And yeah, get that chant going at all those elected officials' political rallies. Recall, because we can't call. And you don't know when else your phone won't be allowed to work. Recall, because we can't call. And yes, hold up a nice poster of this All Americans Big 5 there and tell everyone. Make that video of your hijack call to melt. Is the devil Lorianne Brady Bonds? 7-Eleven marriage. Married her gay husband Samuel Lynn Bond. Chenault Park in West Monroe. The same year, yes, on the September 7th. And we all know what happened on the 11th, or it's the same year as the 11th. And Moo, an Iranian, married to Cheryl Bond of the LA Department of Water and Power, in charge of 1 in 30, Americans, water and electricity. She's a little drunk and she's cussing everybody out. She says, "This is you decadent Americans. If we want something, we just take it, like your lifelines." Try to call me right now, 424-229-4140. See if the devil is stealing your call. Past decade plus. Hear that siren? 911 Flight 93, checking posting 5. Oh, that's not my number anymore, 0911. Lost my phone number there when I went in the hospital in 2014. That put me in the wheelchair here. So I guess it's around 5 years I had that number, and 5 years I've had the 4140 number. So if you see in the older videos the 0911 before middle of 2014, that's why it's there. It's 10 years of not getting one 911 Flight 93 check and posting 5 call. Make that video, post that video right now. Time on your phone, my number dial. Marla is a rape victim, and she is making a video of President Trump at a press conference, and folks chanting recall because we can't call, and she says having this man as President of the United States worries me, because he is not doing anything like the cowardly Hussein they placed in our White House right after we got attacked by a whole lot of cowardly Husseins. I don't know if it's his Presbyterian upbringing that has him active in her phone not working, Marla's phone not working as she tries to call me, but she definitely wants all of America to try to call me in front of all folks who are recall because we can't call kind of folks. Helicopter 911, Flight 93, check and post N5. I'm Melton. I've been asking for Flight 93 checks for over a decade. I have yet to get one. That's you picking up your phone, trying to call me. I'm working on last month's phone gate. I'm thinking of doing something new with it. This is September, so I'm looking for August. There you are. I'm going to put it on a GIMP if I can and get a little recall, because we can't call in the 4x6 photo surrounding it with all the template work from the month right there, Los Saints. Trump has made his way to the Senate subcommittee amid a crowd chanting, recall because we can't call, or perhaps impeach because we can't call. Not one Flight 93 check in over a decade of asking, guys. No certified mail, no non-certified mail, no FedEx, no UPS. Make that video a phone gate right now. And yes, it's a GIMP program, so it's easy to change to impeach. He gets in there and the senator asks him, excuse me, I'm a handsome bald guy. I have trouble doing two things at once. But you got lots of choices. And the senator asks, why were you suppressing truth? And he said Putin was worried it'd turn into a Watergate. Is the devil and her gay husband's anniversary. I always remember it because I had to work in a 7-Eleven because my livelihood was being AT&T'd back then. When I got out of college, it's their anniversary. Yeah, 7-Eleven got married at Chenault Park in West Monroe on the 7th of September. That very year, a few days later, was 9/11. And I'm seeing that hatred of the devil Lori from the apartment down below in Solari Enterprises, a Muslim company. So yeah, call her up, ask her when else your phone won't be all allowed to work, and be sure to thank her for this image, all doctors. The devil Lori and Brittany Bond's hatred anniversary. Got married on the 7th to her gay husband in Lake Charles, Louisiana. Oh, they were in Monroe, Louisiana, working for Glenwood Hospital at the time, I believe. Got married in Chenault Park. And yes, a few days later, that's when 9/11 hit. That's how I remember the devil Lori's hatred anniversary. Because I had to work at a 7-Eleven after I graduated college with a 3.39 grade point average, degree in math. And I just made a video about the hatred anniversary, and this image here jumped out. It's not scrolling right now. This is the devil Lori and Brittany Bond's hatred anniversary. Call her up. Tried to call me with them on speakerphone. Include Cheryl Bond of the Department of Water and Power and his committee's wife Moo here in California. The general is visiting his family off base, and it's Sunday. And a man walks up to him and he starts asking about America's hijacked lifelines, about dangerous folks with angry Muslims. Solari Enterprises taking an active part in America's hijacked lifelines, as well as AT&T buying Spectrum next door to harass a Christian in a wheelchair. They ask him all about that, and he just flies into a rage, yelling and screaming at the guy. Everybody in the church parking lot is looking at him. And as he makes that video, the man asks the general, were you this angry, this incompetent? when we got attacked by all those angry Muslims, cowardly Husseins with 9/11. Audio docs of me calling Solari Enterprise Muslim Solari Enterprises again and again, and other documentaries as well. Look for it on Links Excel. I hope you put it on the Google Drive, at least one of those, because they seem to have stuff disappear more often than OneDrive. That's one thing about the terabyte. You know, for $70 a month, I just need something without. I don't need the. I got OneDrive. I got the Open Office. So I don't need that. I do want to back up my stuff because of the ever increasingly crazy folks around here. I heard Arcetti, Newsom, and Trump all said we're just hoping the Solari Enterprises, Iranians, and other Muslims would just up and kill them so we don't have to worry about this when dragging down our campaigns. It just seems like a cartoon screen to me. LG K8, I don't have that. I don't know if that's a phone, I would assume. But it's September 4th, 2018. Is that the phone, maybe? I think it might be, whatever it is, it's with the Mormon cult Harbinger down below. So I don't know what to put down. I don't think this is a, that's not a K8, it's a secure lock. That in itself, the secure setting, seems to tell me it's the Mormon cult Harbinger from down below, with there are many different Jesuses, or there are many different this, that, the others. Because the new phone I just got as a backup phone isn't a K anything, I don't believe. It's a Rebel. This is the folks down below committing openly organized crime out of Utah with their Mormon cult, Muslim cult folks. That's what this is. Make that video of all those Mormon cult folks with their walkie-talkie phones or without, with their devil lorries, their gay husbands, their gay boyfriends. Make those videos. You don't understand what I say at times? Oh yeah. Make that video if you had your call to me. 424-229-4140. That's not, that's a lightning bolt over here. That's my eye growing anew. This is the devil's people walking among us. Utah cult style. I'm not sure what to do with it. If I hit no, it wasn't me, they might just change it to a K7, and that's the phone in my hand here, 3 years old. So make those videos of fraud, organized crime conducted with the Mormon cult, the Muslim cult. Document it for the security of our nation. Document it for the Senate subcommittee stuff. AT&T Trust bust because we can't call 424-229-4140. Is the outer thing there will white print will show up. You gotta look around and you can find it, and white print might look better for this one as well, and that's the original. But when you can choose whatever backgrounds. When I do the like 80 plus images, it's in the center and I don't have to worry about sizing it up. And all this stuff can go back and forth. Once I get the template done, oops, I lost that one. Yeah, I got it. I'm a handsome bald guy. I have trouble doing 2 things at once, but I'll get that back and try some more. Take some more photos. But yeah, that noise out there is what is Randall Stevenson's bloody hands hijacking your calls to me. 424-229-4140. for over a decade, and then getting in his hands even bloodier, altering phone records to cover that up. Get that on video. Time on your phone. Number dial. AT&T trust bust because we can't call. Melt. We don't know who else we can't call, and we don't know when else our phone won't be allowed to work. Hold up those big fives at those photo ops and get that chant going. Recall because we can't call. Newsom, Garcetti, of course Trump. I don't think Garcetti or Newsom handle the mail. And AT&T, who knows, they might be handling the mail too. This is a big five, and this is what I have posted to YouTube and Instagram. That's what I hope to make a default description out of right there. Freeze frame and a read. And this is check and post and 5 check 424-229-4140 and post in just 5 minutes. Whatever you get when you don't get me, melt, and not 1.93 check and over a decade of asking. Ask these folks why are they an active part in America's hijacked lifelines. There's the link. Get 100 folks, 1,000 folks going to it, not reaching me, and that's your business hijacked by Susan Wojcicki, that Russian gal who placed Trump and Hussein in office. For the September 8th Saints, videos up against the counter, the back. Right there. This is an old YouTube. I think this is the only thing on it now. Oldest 2011 B. Check it out. I hope to, if I can find where to do it. I hope you get, you know, like the header and stuff. With some nice Saints in. I think that fit there. But yeah, I'm just playing it by ear right now as well. I've got these up there. Follow the link. Check them out. And saints-imagery.blogspot.com. And it doesn't have it. It is where to find. There we go. These things as 4x6 photos. Download, print them out. Give them to folks who would appreciate the Saints imagery as 4x6 photos. Yeah, it's my what you do. My new iPhone. There we go. Weather fact. No, I don't need a weather fact. I know it's hot. I'm melting some cooking and growing a new pair of eyes. That's what that is. Don't try this at home. Dad himself taught me how to do the genetic carpentry. Do make that video of your hijack call to me, 424-229-4140. Not 1.93 check calling over a decade of asking. Get our hijacked lifelines and livelihoods on video. Post. My OneDrive with check 424-229-4140 and posting5@outlook.com. Now, thinking about taking the Tommies off the low def, audios and Link 6L even, and just having it for the Saints. These are from the weekend. All Saints is like like this. In a slideshow. Some laminated, some not. A couple of them not. And yeah, that's the tree out in front. You got a saint that needs an image, try to call me, 424-229-4140. See the devil, steal on your call, then make that video of that. And yeah, find the saint's imagery as a low def right there. Hope to get the link on the Excel soon. Come see me in person, tell me all about that saint that needs an image after you make that video of your hijack call to me trying to do that. Yeah, tell them reverse camera for some reason. Had some helicopters. Oh, recently. Remember to point out that yeah, I don't know what one, but I made a nice one. Put it on the YouTube and the Instagram about senators on the wrong side of that Russian financing force. It's still not focusing. There we go. And how they're having that phone ringing, error message, busy signal. Their campaign centers are as they try to get reelected. Not one Flight 93 check in a decade of asking, get it on video. Or that Senate subcommittee stuff, whoever might be in the senator's shoes. A concerned parishioner talked to his local priest, and the priest took him to the bishop, and he's talking to the bishop, and the bishop says, it can be complicated. Often church affairs are like a business. And the man says, yes, I know, but church affairs can be like a business. I pay you good money to educate my child about truth, about ethics, and I want to know why you are not bringing up left and right America's hijack lifelines, the world's hijack lifelines, as we try to call Melton, the John Melton Brady.